Greetings. I have to get this message out, you guys. It's been on my heart for 2 days now. So, this is a Cinderella story. It can pertain to love, it can pertain to anything. So, the message is why not you? Why the fuck not? Like, why not you? Why can't you have your happy ending, your fairy tale story? What makes you so different that everyone else is deserving but you? That is the question for those of you that this is meant for you to hear this. And Happy New Year, by the way, you guys. Universally, we can all agree that January is the start of a new year. Some of us recognize the spring equinox as a new year. So take it however it resonates, however you go about the new year. But yeah, I'm fresh out of work. It's like almost 4 a.m. here where I'm at. And I had to get this message out. And even while I'm at work, I seen a picture of a little girl with all the Disney princesses, and of course, Cinderella was one of them. I'm like, okay, spirit, confirmation. I don't even need two more. I don't need three confirmations. That was enough because it came not even like maybe within hours of me getting the download. I heard, why the fuck not? Like, why not you? Why can't you have a Cinderella story, right? So as much as you've gone through, and as I'm speaking to you guys as an audience and as just those of you that resonate with me, my energy or my messages, just as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking also to me, myself. Why not? After all of the things that you've been through, you kept going, you're resilient, you kept a smile on your face, you've been positive. There what might have been times where you wanted to give up, but you always put your best foot forward in spite of that. And so why wouldn't you be able to have the job of your dreams, or to live the life of your dreams, or to marry or be in the relationship of the man or woman of your dreams? Why not? What makes you the exception that everyone else but you? That's the thing. Like, I don't know about y'all, but this is something that I've wrestled with for years and many, many years of I can see everything for everybody else. I can see the blessings. I can see the goodness for them. I can foresee it for everyone else. But when it comes to me, it's like, no, bitch, not you. You're the exception. Like, you're too much. You're this, you're that. You're not enough of that. And that is so self-hating. That's so self-hating. And I understand when you've gone through things and you've been told the opposite, it challenges that thought that yes, good things can happen to me. Good things do happen to good people. And I'm one of those ones that deserve to have it. And spirit just kind of like got my attention to, I had the vision of the Cinderella, the one with, it was the 90s Brandy with the 90s Brandy, the 90s Cinderella with Brandy, and it had all like, like an all-star cast pretty much. And there was a line with her stepmother, so they were singing or whatever after the little, after the ball. Cinderella had came back home, pretending like nothing had happened, and she wasn't there. And she had did this little pose like how she did when she came down the stairway and the prince saw her. And the stepmother looked at her like, I know this ain't this bitch that was at the ball. I know this wasn't her. I know I'm not tripping. And she was like upset, kind of triggered. And she was like, it's laughable to think that the prince would be dancing with you or something like that. And then Cinderella was like, why is it so hard for you to imagine? And she said, because you're common. Your mother was common. So you know how some people say, just because, like, not everyone has ever heard this, and I haven't heard no one say this to me, but like some parents do say this to their kids, and it's really messed up. But um, you're just like your dad, or you're no good just like your dad, or you're just useless, or you're just wasteless. Like, those are word curses that people place on their children because they have discord with someone else or whatever the case may be. So they put that energy on you. They see that image of someone that hurt them or they disliked or whatever the case may be. And so they spill that hate onto you, the child, right? Or if you haven't gone through that, discard it. But so she was saying like your mother was common. So you may think that because of whatever, you're comparing yourself to whatever you think is, oh, it's just common, I'm not good enough, oh, there's plenty of people that can do what I do, or there's plenty, there's far more attractive, more handsome, more beautiful people out there, more intelligent, more capable, blah 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 blah, right? And what spirit wants you to know is that there's nothing common about you at all. You are a unique, divine, expansive, beautiful, intelligent, capable, powerful, lovable, so on and so forth person. And it requires you to see it. And this is the sad part, is that the people that have the how do I explain it? The people that are, I wanted to say, but it's like the people that shouldn't be seeing the blessing and the gift that you are, they do see it. But how do I explain this? Because it's easy to be like, okay, why is it that I can't see my greatness, but so-called people that are jealous or hate me for whatever reason can see the greatness in me, and so on and so forth, that don't have my best intentions, that don't like me? Why are they able to see it? You have to ask yourself this question. What is it about me that if I'm so common, or if I'm, not enough of this and not enough of that, why do I constantly get attacked or face, jealousy, um, hateration, um, rejection from people, or they go out of their way to make me feel bad about myself or uncomfortable, or they try to, you know, compare me to other people. What is it? Why? Because people that are confident, people that are happy with their own lives and their own selves, people that can celebrate others, they're not doing things like that to other people. So you got to ask yourself, there's something that you're irritated by, something within you for you to treat someone like this, right? So this is the thing. You have to know your own worth. And this, like, spirit is really, truly, 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 truly been a triggering few weeks for me in this area, because of an intention I set. And it's like the opposite is happening, but it's the roots that need to come up so that I'm able to walk in that energy. So the best way that I can explain this is that the triggers are so heavy to the point where you will question yourself. And this is the thing about doubt and insecurity. The fears that arise in the doubt, it's not for you to cower down and back into a corner. It's for you to face it and rise to the occasion of it, because it is an illusion. Whatever it is, that thing that you fear the most, that puts you in a paralyzing state, that puts you in a negative headspace, it is an illusion. It is an illusion. And I look at social media as like a blessing and a curse. And it's like some people don't need a fucking camera or a microphone. Some people just need to just shut the fuck up and just write it in a journal and keep that bullshit to themselves, like, respectfully, because some people are just so ignorant. and they say things that are very egotistical. And it's like I'll use the dating advice coaches or so-called coaches, or just people that just come on and just everything's so shallow and so superficial. Oh, I don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, or oh, if you're a 6, you shouldn't be wanting a good man. Like, it's just like, it's the craziest, oh, high value man this, high value woman this, and it's all things based off of superficiality. And I'm dumbfounded at how shallow people are. I'm like, damn, like as a society, we're really sick. Like, I'm just like, wow, we need healing. Like a lot of motherfuckers, they need to go somewhere and look in the mirror and pipe down. Like, this is my thing. I challenge people that think that their worth is based off of how beautiful they look, or how other people think they're beautiful or handsome, how successful they think they are, or other people think that they are, or what makes them valuable. If you strip all of those external things away, those titles, those labels, what do they have? I challenge them to really sit with that. What the fuck do you have without all of that? Because you have no character, you have no integrity, you have no heart, you have no compassion. You're just, focused on superficial shit. Who are you at the end of the day? What is your true identity? Strip all of your followers, all of whatever you got. Who are you? And that's one thing that Spirit has got on me so many times, like challenged me with things that I base my value and identity off of, and challenged me to go deeper within myself and to not, I don't have the luxury of just being validated by tons and tons of people. And at times, like when you've been someone maybe that hasn't felt valued, maybe you always felt like an outcast, or you dealt with lots of rejection, and maybe it stemmed from the home. When the world does not validate you, you feel, well, there's something wrong, and then you start comparing yourself. And the beauty of this is that it is meant for you to go within yourself. And I say this all the time, that when the world rejects you, it leads you to love yourself. You can follow along and try to seek the world's validation, because people are flawed. Humans, we're flawed. One minute we love each other, we like each other, whatever, we fuck with each other. And the next minute, oh, you did something, I don't like you. Oh, this person, oh, I think they're this, and oh, I'm canceling you. And so you have to love you and like you, if nobody else. That's the biggest lesson here with this. And you have to tell yourself, why not me? Yeah, the world might tell you, oh, you need to be a size this, a size that, or you have to have this amount of money to be successful, or you can get this type of women if you have this and you have that, or you're successful only if you create that for yourself. Nobody can dictate that for you. Because at the end of the day, people can have these things and still not be happy. You might covet what someone else has and be like, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful and they can have any person they want and blah, blah, blah. And that person could be like, all people see is just a beautiful vessel, and no one takes me seriously. Or, oh, I wish I had as much money as this person had, and they're doing this. But all the while, the money is still not making them happy, or they don't trust people. Oh, I want to be famous, I want to be seen, I want to be known. You ain't got no more privacy anymore, hardly if any. You have to be careful what you ask for, because Spirit will give it to you, the universe will give it to you, whatever, right? But is it coming from the soul? Is it something that you genuinely, within the pureness and the authentic place, a healthy whole space of yourself, truly wants? Or is it an empty space that's trying to get full, fed, fulfilled, whatever, validated? You deserve to have that. One thing that I take away from Cinderella, not just the whole romantic thing, but the fact of, like, her dress to me represented her her identity. The shoe, the glass slipper, it was something that was delicate. Like, why wouldn't God bless you for being obedient to your inner your inner guidance? Why wouldn't? Cinderella, she showed up at the ball at the right divine time because she was sensitive to, she knew, like, she kept that dream alive. She said, I'm going to this ball. She looked at that castle. She woke up every day and she looked at that castle, and she made a way. Even though she tried on her own, her divine team had something way better for her. And that dress symbolized her true identity. She walked in that mug, everybody looked at her like, who was that? And it wasn't just the dress that she had on, it was her energy, it was her aura, it was her essence, her inner beauty. All the maidens in the land, I bet you these women come from, the women there that were at the ball, they probably came from prestigious families, wealthy families. Cinderella came from nothingness. And still her inner essence outshined them. So it's one of those things where we look at everybody and we go, oh, well, this person has this degree and they have this advantage and this and this that. But when you're pointed to be where you're supposed to be, your divine destined place, or whatever it is, that seed, that spirit is planted in you, I guarantee you it's going to outshine all of that. I bet you. And then it's so funny because I feel like somebody needs to hear this message too. How some people will look at a man or woman as, let's say women, because women beauty standards is such a harsh thing nowadays. Like it's always been different trends and this and that. But like nowadays, like people are putting more and more stock on beauty as it equates to your value and you getting a good man and you getting someone that's attractive and if you're not a size this or you're not looking like this, you don't have this type of face structure, you're not beautiful. But this is the thing, like this is what's funny. I guarantee you a real man, let's say at least, will choose a woman with a beautiful heart that has a confidence, true confidence, not based off of, oh, I'm fine and I got a snatch waist and this, like some men don't care about that. Like I watched, it was a podcast, I seen a clip of it. It's a trashy ass podcast, but there was one man on there that had some common sense. Like he had some sense. This one woman was like trying to brag, and I think I mentioned this a long time ago, but she was trying to brag about what she can do in the bedroom and that she cooks and cleans and she wears lingerie. And he was like, I didn't dated all types of women. What else do you bring to the table? Like that don't mean shit to me. Like, yeah, you fine. And a real man does not care about all of that. Like at the end of the day, if there's nothing of substance inside, like it doesn't mean anything. So while you're looking at, oh, this one and this one outnumbers me and this one looks better than me, or what if, no, a real man is going to look at the heart of a woman, and if she's trash bag shit on the internal and the inside, it's not going to be appeased by that beauty. That means nothing at the end of the day. A little boy wants to walk around with the trophy and a doll, airhead. That a boy wants that because that validates some part of him. But a man is not worried about that. If you carry yourself well, you love yourself, you have true inner confidence, you're a beautiful person inside and out, that is what gets you chose by the right person. Okay, you don't want them one, oh, I only dated it. And then half of them that be saying that they ain't worth shit either. So I say this all the time to people, and I tell my daughter this, like, you be you authentically. Don't chase what you think the world wants you to be and what men want, because they don't even know what they want at the end of the day. Half the time they say they want this and the next minute it's something else. So live to be your authentic self, because when you're that authentic self, everything else aligns and shows up which matches that authentic self. When it's not, you have to constantly try to keep up and you're just not yourself. So much love as always. Be blessed, be safe, take care, peace.